So it's now what, like 11, it's almost midnight now. I was going in my backyard and I heard this really crazy noise, like rustling and things hitting. I've got fences, metal fences at the back of my house, so it's like metal, you know. I thought, Jesus Christ, what the hell's happening up there? So I go outside and I see one of my local cats, I don't know which one of my neighbours owns it, named Bob. He's got this orange and white fur. So I knew it was him straight away, and I've gone, Bob, what are you doing? And I thought it was, a crazy cat. And I look up in this tree that he was looking up at, and I see this little juvenile possum sitting up there. And it wasn't like gripping the tree properly, so I'm thinking, oh, that's injured. I could see like little drips of blood coming down its neck. So I grabbed Bob by the scruff of his neck and put him in my room, my little bungalow, which is what I'm in now. And I got a towel and picked up the possum. I didn't want to hurt it or anything, and took it to this wildlife vet people. Basically what had happened is that I assessed his injuries a little bit before I took him. He was all right. He hadn't really lost a lot of blood yet. He had a big gash on his neck, but I don't think it hit an artery because the blood wasn't pooling out. It was just a little, matted blood dripping a little bit. So what I think's happened is Possum was on the fence. Bob's jumped up, grabbed him on the behind, just dug his claws in, and pulled him off the fence. Possum's fallen into the yard, disorientated and everything, trying to run off, but it was limping too bad. So it's probably Bob probably caught it, bit it on the throat, real bad bite. Somehow the possum might have got away, gone up the tree, and just sat there. And that's when I heard all that crazy stuff happening. So I took the possum. There's pictures, should be pictures on the screen now. Took the possum to this wildlife vet place up near where I live. It's the closest place I could think of, and he was all right. He was okay. He wasn't too wounded, at least not from what I saw. But what I'm worried about is that cats carry a lot of diseases in their bites. It's enough to deal some serious damage to an adult human, let alone a little juvenile possum. So yeah, that could be an issue. But I'm gonna contact them tomorrow and see what's going on with him. If they've euthanized him, they've euthanized him. I don't know how well. They said they sedated him when I got there. I just sort of hope that he's all right. So yeah, pictures. I don't know if I'm showing the pictures after this or if you're looking at them right now. But yeah, if this is the end of the video, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. What do you think about people having domestic cats out at night? It's actually illegal, I think, to do that. So, because I don't know who owns Bob, I'm not going to do anything about it, but yeah, that's crazy. I'll tell you what though, he lost his shit at me when I picked him up. I don't mean to swear, but he went mental, tried to scratch the hell out of me, tried to bite me, he was hissing at me. I just sort of pick him up just by the scruff of his neck and just sort of haul him away. He was just really, really, really big fat cat, trying to get this little adorable possum. It's the cutest thing. The quality's gonna be crap because I had to film it, take pictures of it on my phone. Yeah, wish the little possum some luck. I'm gonna contact him tomorrow and I'll give you guys an update on that. This stuff happens all the time in Australia. People let their cats out at night. They kill animal after animal, and because the cats aren't hungry because they get fed during the day, they don't eat the animal. They just leave it there to die and they move on to kill the next thing. It's awful. It's awful. Personally, if I had it my way, I don't think cats should even be legal. Just get rid of them. They do way more harm than good. Dogs are okay because they're generally too stupid and too clumsy to catch things like that. Although sometimes they can catch injured animals and things, but most of the time they're not fast enough to catch a little possum or anything endangered like that. But yeah, cats are atrocious animals here in Australia, and many other places in the world, especially feral cats. But I don't think Bob is a feral cat. He has a bell around his neck, so I don't know how the possum didn't hear him coming. Maybe the possum was already injured, I don't know. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys next time. Cheers. Really quickly, before I finish this video off, I just remembered to tell you guys this. In the footage, you'll see me pointing at the possum. It's not because I wasn't trying to help it, it's because I was trying to see what was going on with it, and I was telling my sister who was filming it. So I wasn't like holding the camera trying to get publicity or anything for this poor animal. I was just having a look at it myself and seeing, is this thing stuffed? Because it wasn't moving, it was just lying in the grass. is this thing stuffed, or is it, you know, worth taking to the vet and getting it checked out? And turns out it was all right. It got up, started running off, it got up a tree, and I had to kind of grab it with a towel to get it out. So yeah, I don't want you guys thinking anything negative of me for just pointing at it while it's lying in the grass, you know, breathing. It just looks a bit bad. I really apologise for that. It was just me sort of having a look at the animal, assessing the injuries and everything like that. If I didn't have the knowledge of biology and things that I know about these animals and Australian animals, I'd understand that if people had a go at me. But, you know, I think I knew what I was doing pretty well. I really thought the animal was screwed. It was bleeding a lot from its neck, but it got up and turns out the injury wasn't that bad. So I took him to the vet and he was fine when I got there, so he's okay. Just didn't want you guys thinking anything bad of me for doing that.
Don't touch it, Jack.
No, it's okay. Come on. You're beautiful little possum.
Jack, don't get sick.
Oh. You're okay. You're okay. You're alright.
And survive.
Yes.
How?
In the way that it's in now, I can't tell if it's in shock or if it's like critically injured.
That's not. I can't tell either. So that's what I'm saying. Can you
I'll tell you what I think he's done. It's not bleeding a
can
lot,
you
but
test
the reason
if it's paralysed? Use the rake very softly.
I did before.
Back.
I saw it try and lift its head earlier and it couldn't do it, so I think that it's in a bit of a bad way. Full possum. Oh, it's going. Oh,
Jack, it's not.
put your light on it, quick.
It's okay. Don't. It might scratch us. You gotta be very careful.
The thing with cats is they'll
Would it
catch.
be? So it might be okay then.
Can you come around the other side of it? Or at least put your light on the other side? Look at its eyes shining. It's nocturnal animal. I can't see its injury.
Oh shit.
It's bleeding very badly.
Yeah. There's like.
Oops.
It's really scared.
See that blood pooling beneath it?